It was called the Miracle on Grass, a game that has been romanticized into legend. A ragtag, haphazardly assembled team of dreamers from PGA Tour Canada felled the mighty hockey giants led by Jonathan Toews and Zach Bogosian at the 2013 Players' Cup.
And a comeback on Creighton Honick's winning goal. The Golfers win.
Last year, PGA Tour Canada came to Winnipeg for the Players' Cup, and the players beat us hockey players at our own game. This year, we're out for revenge.
The rematch has been looming for 12 months, and Team PGA Tour Canada took nothing for granted. Just weeks ago, a high-level selection committee put the golfers to the test in a skills competition. A pressure-packed audition for a coveted spot on the team.
Go.
Most players cracked under the harsh light.
Oh.
Showboating.
Oh.
Only a select few were handpicked to don the revered Blue Blanc Rouge to represent PGA Tour Canada at this year's Players' Cup.
I think we're going to take these guys pretty good.
Boy.
It's going to be a little chippier though than last year. They're kind of pissed that they lost, so should be fun.
To paraphrase a famous goalie, the NHLers couldn't hear the golfers' taunts. They had their Stanley Cup rings plugging their ears. 7 of them, in fact, spread between Brian Engblom, Dave Reed, Marc Savard, and Hnidy. But the golfers let their actions speak louder than words, just 5 seconds in. Devin Carey, by way of Surrey, BC, gave Team PGA Tour Canada a 1-0 lead before the fans had even gotten to their seats. It was up to Captain Hnidy to settle his team down. A beautiful touch pass from Dave Reed to Hnidy, and the hockey players were on the board. The teams traded goals and chances as the first period wore on. And let's face it, fatigue set in. With the score tied at 2, Ryan Williams, the captain of Team PGA Tour Canada, who played for the Bay County Blizzard in the CEHL, put the golfers back on top.
Ryan Williams, another one. Sure hands, Honick with the assist.
After a much-needed water break, these two heavyweights were back at it. It was time for the hockey players to throw around some muscle, led by the Sheriff.
Quick shot! Oh! Hnidy with his second of the game to tie the game up 3-3.
It was only fitting that both captains had scored twice, but now it was time for someone else to step up and cast their name into the hat of immortality. Enter Max Gilbert. He won the stick handling competition at the Golfers Draft Combine, and now the fans got another glimpse of his soft hands. The beautiful centering pass was banged home by Ben Silverman. The golfers were poised to win the game for the second year in a row. All the golfers had to do now was run down the last few ticks of the clock. But champions never stop battling, and the bounces usually go their way. After the ball was sent the length of the rink, an unknowing fan threw it back in, right to Hnidy. He batted it out of the air to complete his hat trick. 4-4. Or was it? Another look, and it seems to be knocked down by a high stick. The referees conferred for what seemed like an eternity. Finally, a decision. Goal. Team PGA Tour Canada tried to keep their hopes up in the shootout. But when you get punched in the gut like that, it's tough to recover. First, Max Gilbert was stopped by the Florida Panthers' Quinton Howden. Then Savard just toyed with the goalie. 1-0 hockey players. When Ryan Williams was stopped, it looked grim for the golfers. Josh Green put the pin in the balloon, bursting the golfers' dream of a repeat win. The NHLers had gotten their revenge.
You know, it's a bit frustrating. That last goal looked a little sketchy to me.
It was just good hand-eye. You know, he saw a spot and he used his hand-eye and he was able to tie it up for us, so we'll take it any way we can get it.
10 feet off the ground, not high stick?
It would have been close, but there's no review. There's no goal review, so it was a goal. It was a good goal.
You know, this loss stings. We'll regroup tonight, and tomorrow we'll be back at the rink. We ended up winning last year. They beat us this year. You know, next year I guess we'll have the good rubber match.